Bless up everybody, how you doing? This is King Kevin Dorival. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. And I'm gonna dive straight into this, okay? Now, those of you who don't know who I am a mentor, filmmaker, and author of 2 books, The Courage to Believe and 7 Types of Queens, Kings, Desire, which is right here. This is the poster. These are my hardcover books. And this is my first book, and actually my first book again. And of course, that's the crown, because I am king. Now, there's some people who ask me, why is it that you see yourself as a king, and what makes you a king, or what makes you even qualified to write a book such as this? And to be honest with you, I am not qualified. God qualified me. Therefore, I am overqualified for the position. Now, writing 7 Types of Queens, Kings, Desire, being that I'm a king, and being a child of the Most High God, automatically I see myself as a king. Just like yourself. You should already see yourself as a queen. As soon as you, ladies, as soon as you step into a door or an environment with people, you should automatically believe that you are the one that's going to turn things around, or the whole environment, the situation is going to lighten up because you are there. And that's how you should see yourself. And to be honest with you, that's how I see myself. I believe everything I touch will turn to gold. Now, does that happen every time? 9 out of 10 times, yes. Because I step in with the mindset of victory already. Once, like Marcus Garvey once said, once you've conceived in your mind that you have won, you have already won. Because the battle really is a battle of the mind. Once you're able to conquer the mind, then you're able to conquer the world. And nothing happens in the real world without it happening first in our spirits. The spiritual component in our relationships is something that many people just seem to overlook all the time. And to be honest with you, we suffer because we ignore the fact that the spiritual realm plays a lot with what goes on in the physical realm. So I'm going to touch on a few things. I have my whiteboard with me, my posters, I have my books. And by the way, I'm getting ready to go to London. I'm going to London with T.C. Carrier and Queen Suzanne, 2 other authors. I have those books with me here as well, both signed. I have How to Get That Ring on Your Finger, and also The Secret Science Between Black Sex and Female Sex. So, very interesting. The Secret Science of Black Male Female Sex. Very powerful book. I read it 10 times. Well, not really 10 times, but I read it quite a few times. As a matter of fact, it's quoted in my new book, 7 Types of Queens, King, Desire, which is a relationship self-help book that helps women understand how powerful and how important they are in society, and also allows you to understand how to overcome and avoid getting to relationships with men that have no intentions but sleeping with you, eating your food, and that's it. They're not trying to build with you, they're not trying to move forward with you, and how to see the signs. Because out of us, we have eyes but we can't see. We have ears but we can't hear. We're just too busy talking and not enough listening and actually watching for the signs. So my book tells you whether or not the man you're dating is a reptile. Is he a king, or is he an animal with a reptilian mindset? Now, let's get into this. The 7 Types of Queens. Now, what I'm going to do here, my favorite queen, matter of fact, when you first go into the book, you're going to notice that, and maybe I should have just wrote it over here so you guys can see. You can follow along with me, huh? That would have been better. So let me keep you all here. And as a matter of fact, I have this board here. So why not use the board, right? Why not go into the lesson so you all can follow along? The first type of queen is Mother God. Can you all see that? Mother God. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit because we're going to get into class. Mother God. Now that's the first chapter of my book. Now why is Mother God the first chapter of my book? Because everything starts off with the mother. A man cannot create a child. A man cannot create a child, cannot create another being. All the man can do is plant a seed. And ladies, this is very important because in ancient Africa, in the land of Kemet, as a matter of fact, you can see my Ankh symbol right here, along with my crystal. This symbol is the original cross. This is where it all begins. This is the womb of a woman. This is the man's arms holding up the woman, and the man's phallus, his penis, which these two combined equals the balance of life. There is no life without the combination of both the masculine and feminine principle. In times of antiquity, women were always viewed as the center of everything. As a matter of fact, a man could not become king if he was not crowned by a woman. So this is very important. Mother God, goddess. That story about the black cat being bad luck, that's very important to know, because a black cat actually is good luck, not bad luck. And so there's a chapter in my book called The Black Cat Theory, which is a bonus chapter at the very end of both the paperback and the hard cover. And the Black Cat Theory goes into Sekhmet, the Kemetan goddess, which was worshipped throughout, the world. Actually, it moved on even to Europe. So, so you have Baseti, and then you have people started worshiping Aset. That a whole cult started around that. But that's a whole nother subject. The reason why this is important and why I put it in the book, because I wanted to challenge all religious dogmas. Because we approach God as being a masculine principle. And as a matter of fact, God is actually a feminine principle originally. Because only a woman can create life. This is the natural law of life. A man and a man sticking together is not going to create. They're not going to procreate. Only when a woman and a man gets together. Now, what I want to get into is the next thing. Can you see that real good? Goddess. Now, many women, I see so many fine women around the world every day, and they are fine as wine, and they see themselves as a goddess. The problem is they see themselves as a sexual goddess only. Now, your territory, your queendom, your queen status is not locked in the bedroom. It's actually should be every aspect of your life to perceive and project yourself as a goddess. And I'm going to read a little bit from my book regarding the goddess, and want you all to understand and hear me clearly, right? A goddess is a female being believed to be the source of life in the being and worshipped as a deity. A female god or deity, a greatly admired or adored woman, a woman of great beauty. Women were highly revered, and it was a sacrilege to disrespect her. In fact, it was punishable by death. This high respect toward women in the ancient world projected black women as queens of the universe and goddesses. The continuation of life was possible through the womb of a woman. Their status was so important that both men and women would kiss the ground they walked on. The Ashanti tribe, located in central Ghana, is a perfect example. They believe that the bond between mother and child was the keystone of all social relationships. Now, furthermore, the role of the woman was as the sacred vessel was expressed and depicted in multiple ways by the priests throughout many ancient cultures and high civilizations. Women were valued not just in tribal meetings, the kitchen, worship chambers, and bedrooms, but also throughout the universal scheme of things. It was understood that the woman's womb was the creator of life. Now, I quote many books. I mean, you name it. Dr. Boris Shango, Dr. James Wilson, Dr. Francis Welsing, Mr. Will Durant, the famous world historian. We have Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Henry Clark, Dr. Sajar Ali. I mean, the list goes on and on. Books I referred in this book was Steve Harvey's book, Thinking Like a Man, and Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, that book. Also, the guy who wrote the 5 love languages, also Men Are From Venus, Women Are From Mars, or Men From Mars, Women From Venus, whatever the title was that book. I referred a lot of books. Now, I'm not married. Now, me being a filmmaker, a relationship coach, author, and also a youth chess mentor, I have many different perspectives. So the fact that I'm single, I haven't been married, I interviewed several happily married men. And these men were happy to to tell me about why they selected these women. So I put it all in the book. The next chapter of my book. Now ladies, are you a cooking queen? Can you cook? And even if you don't know how to cook, are you willing to learn how to cook? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to sacrifice being on social media and go on YouTube and look up some recipes? Now, there's plenty of cookbooks out there. I own several of them. As a matter of fact, one time I had a friend of mine, a young lady, mutual friend with someone, and she came over to my house. We had like a group gathering. You know, we out at the house chilling, watching a movie. You know, we in the kitchen cooking, and the young lady, she was the only one in the living room. The other ladies were in the kitchen. If they weren't in the office, a couple of my fellow friends were here, but all the ladies were in the kitchen. They felt as if it was their business to serve, and of course, a woman is not going to allow another woman to come serve her man. So all the women came into the kitchen to help prepare different meals and things so they could serve their man there. But this one female, she said she doesn't cook. And she came solo, so she wasn't really with anyone anyway, but she said she doesn't cook. She does have a child, but you know, she cooks Roman noodles, you know, she cooks eggs. That's what she called dinner and cooking. And so I asked her, all right, and knowing that she was young, I wasn't gonna like just beat down on her, like, why are you not cooking? But I told her was, you know, that's cool, but are you willing to learn how to cook? I can get you a recipe book for, you know, for Christmas. Christmas was literally around the corner. Back when I used to celebrate Christmas, I told her I can get you a Christmas book, a cooking book, and would you take it and read, and then so you could cook a real meal for your daughter. Because when she told me all she does is buy fast food and make Roman noodles for her daughter, who was only maybe 2 or 3 years old at the time, you know, I was like, wow, I felt it was my responsibility. And this is way before the inception of my book, 7 Types of Queens. Another example, there's a woman that, a professor, you know, she was cooking breakfast one morning, and her brother came over, and her brother's friend that's getting ready to play some basketball. And so she told me, and she gives me praise about my book. She received one of the earlier copies of my book. I'm going to leave the professor's name out of this video, but she's a professor at Barry University, which is in Miami, Florida. We're in Miami, Florida right now, just to let you guys know. She told me that through an email, and then she called me. We exchanged information. She called me that when her guests came, she only made breakfast for herself while they were in the back doing whatever they were doing, and she was fine with that. But then when, after thinking about what she just read in my book, which is chapter 3, Cooking Queen, she felt condemned to cook something for the men, knowing that it's early in the morning, they may need some nutrients, and it felt as if it was her duty to serve them, and she felt proud of it. Now, when you're cooking, ladies, it's not that you're a slave and you have to stay in the kitchen. You have to do, you know, it's not about that. When you're cooking, you actually have a chance to share that love energy into your food. And by sharing that love energy in your food, you are literally blessing the world. Now, it takes time to cook, to put the ingredients together. It takes money to even buy the ingredients. And it takes time to even put it all together and then present it. That's a lot of work. We understand that, ladies. However, with men, if we aren't eating, we can't provide and protect for you. We cannot protect. You can't go to war hungry. You can't go to war on an empty stomach. If you do go to an empty stomach, you're going to fight desperately and make hasty decisions, and you will be destroyed. Now, a lot of our men, as you notice, ladies, they're walking around like a walking dead. One, they eat nothing but dead animals for the most part. You know, hamburgers, chicken, whatever else, alligator, whatever you want to call it. Number 2, the consciousness, the love energy of what we're injecting to our bodies is being projected into the world. Now, we need you, ladies, to not just be in the kitchen cooking, not just being in the laundromat washing clothes and folding. Matter of fact, we can fold the clothes. I think in relationships, everyone should link together, make a winning equation that you two draw up. When I say winning equation, see this equal sign? It's parallel. Oh, you guys can see that back there. Let me zoom in the camera. This is parallel. So what is it that makes let's say these circles represent different aspects of our lives. Let's say this is our job. Let's say this is our children. How about a career? Because many of us don't, have a job. We have our careers that we're very happy and proud of. Make sure y'all can see that. Okay. Let's say this one represents our relationship. Now, let's say this is the women's side. This is the men's side. Now for us, how we eat, our jobs are definitely important to us, our family. And I'm talking about men of quality here, not just any kind of guy. And the third one, let's say our dreams. So you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, this is the man side, this is the woman's side, right? You have to find a balance so that you two can be on even frequency. Now, when I say frequency, let's say this zigzag line is a frequency. You notice it's not parallel like these two here, the one in the north and one in the south. As a matter of fact, just a quick side note here. The first hieroglyphics that I learned were the heaven and earth. You see on the side of my head, I had the heaven and earth here, the lines. That's what the ancient Kemet, the Africa was called in Africa today. They believe that the lines represent one heaven, other one earth. So that's pretty interesting. We have to find an equal balance so that we can all be together and work together in harmony. It's a matter of finding that winning equation. So in a relationship, ladies, whether you are a cooking queen, whether you're a goddess, well, all of you are gods, all of you are mother gods, winning equation. Finding that winning equation is everything, because when you're able to find a winning equation that works for you and your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, now you two can manifest and create miracles. It's all about creating miracles. I don't care what anybody say. We all want to create miracles in this world. Women, you have the power, the natural power to create miracles through your words. Remember that, through your words. Now the next one I want to get into will be the warrior queen. So we have warrior queen, we have the wise queen, Queen Nzinga. Queen Nzinga was a fierce warrior in her time. Queen Nzinga actually, let me wind this for you. Queen Nzinga actually, when I found out about her 3 years ago, back in 2015, 14, I found out about her reading a book by Dr. Henry Clark. Queen Nzinga was so powerful in her time that she was the queen of 2 countries, the Congo and Angola. She fought 30 years to defend her family and her father's legacy, which I have so much high respect for. Queen Nzinga not only fought the Portuguese for 30 years, Queen Nzinga actually was able to get respect and free a lot of her people. She fought to the end of her days. Now, I'm not saying that women should be a Queen Nzinga, because her time, you're talking about women around the 1600s. Around the 1600s, Queen Nzinga was doing her thing. 1600s. All right, now I want to introduce you all Queen Nzinga, who fought the Portuguese for 30 years. 30 years from 1580, she was born 1583, she died in 1663. And she fought the Portuguese for 30 years of her life until her dying days. She was the queen of 2 countries, Angola and the Congo, which is today, I think they changed the name, I don't remember what they changed the name to, but Democratic of Congo. was what it was referred to at one time. Patrice Lumumba, those of you who don't know who that is, a great revolutionary warrior. But Queen Nzinga fought and provided for her people. So the Warrior Queen is definitely my favorite chapter. Of the book. I love the Warrior Queen chapter because I'm a Warrior King. So my book helps you understand what's your queen type, because every woman is a queen, but it's a matter of knowing what type of queen are you. Now, I can't go on and on with this, but this is going to be part one. I just wanted to give you guys an introduction of what this book is about. I got to get ready for a talk show tonight. This topic is how long is too long to shack up. So I'm going to be on a show with Dr. Tasha, and there's a comedian, I don't remember his name, but it's going to be awesome here in South Florida, in Pompano Beach, Florida. Go to my website, subscribe to my YouTube channel, 7queens7kings.com, which you can see right here on this poster. I'm going to make it back a little bit so you guys can see everything. This is my poster, 7queens7kings.com. As you can see, this is my book, the website. Got everything zoomed in. All right, you can see real good. All right. So this is the book, 7 Queens, 7 Kings. Very powerful book. It's a relationship self-help book. It helps change your world. Share this video, comment on it. Leave me a comment, ask a question. You ladies, ask me a question. I'm speaking at different panels, multiple relationship panels, multiple schools, talk shows, radio shows. Getting ready to go to London. So you definitely want to look me up, or go to my main website, KevinDorival.com, if you're interested in my first book. So I work a lot, I do a lot, and life is good. And I hope you guys enjoyed your time with me in this video. There will be a part 2, and I finished the rest of the queens. And in case you were wondering, what are the 7 queens? I'll say this right quick. A spiritual queen, natural queen, cooking queen, warrior queen, wise queen, sexy queen, and healthy queen. May God bless you, and we'll talk soon.